everyone, and welcome to the Brand Groupies Podcast, where we speak with inspiring brand leaders and entrepreneurs who are building and rocking their brands. And today is a very special episode close to my heart. As you know, October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and I have been following the journey of three amazing women and who are doing amazing things. And I can't wait for you to meet them and talk about building a brand. Meet the Cancer Cartel. Katy, Kerry, and Shelly, three strong female cancer survivors who founded a 501c3 nonprofit that combines their passion for luxury fashion, beauty, and lifestyle with funding for people fighting cancer. Cancer Cartel's important mission is to provide financial resources and relief to those fighting cancer, and they're doing it in fun, innovative ways. Welcome to the show, everyone.
Thank you so much for having us.
So we have been talking about this for so long, and I am just so impressed at how you've been building this brand. And I'd love to hear about, your story. Where did you come up with this concept, the Cancer Cartel?
Well, Cancer Cartel was born in a car on a way home from another nonprofit event. Katy and I were talking about our cancer journeys, and we ended up talking about how ridiculously expensive cancer is. Anyone who's been touched by cancer, which is everyone, knows that it's not just medical bills. It's trips back and forth to the hospital. It's eating out. It's all of these cost of living increases that there's no help out there for. And we thought, what if we could do something about it? And we started talking about our love of luxury fashion. This all started with fashion. And we thought, what if we could become the real, but we were a nonprofit and we would get these beautiful items, sell them, and then help people pay for their cancer journeys. When we got home, Katy called her sister Shelly. She loved the idea, and Cancer Cartel was born.
Wow. I love that story. And what year was this?
That was 2018. 2018. But we really kicked around the idea for several months. And then in 2019, in August, we actually sat down, filled out our paperwork, and became a 501c3.
Wow. You've done so much in 3 years. It's unbelievable. And tell me about your backgrounds, because I know each of you have different skill sets, that have helped build this brand. I don't know if Kerry, you want to start with yours?
Sure. So I guess one of the things to mention, and you did, is that we are all cancer survivors. So that's the common thread through not only our relationship, but Cancer Cartel as well. My background is really retail management, marketing. I was a small business development, manager for a while that I really loved. And that really gave me my piece of the skill set that I bring to the Cancer Cartel. I've known that I was meant for something more for a very long time. And when Katy and I became friends, it really just brought it into the forefront. And Cancer Cartel is truly what I know that all of my background has been driving me toward my whole entire life. And I'm just grateful to wake up every day and get to do this.
That's awesome.
And I'm Shelly, and so similar to Kerry, so everything that I've done in the past has brought me to where I'm at today. I was in corporate finance, project management, and leadership for 20 plus years. After my diagnosis, I knew I was built for something more. I'm like, I can't sit in my cubicle in my office anymore and just not argue, but just talk about the same thing over and over and over again, like the money, the finances, the budgets, how can we lay off people and cut costs. So after Katy, my sister, went through the journey of cancer, I knew that she was going to feel the same way. And so her and I were kind of always talking about what can we do. We both love fashion. So when they came up with this idea, I'm like, this is it. This is what we've been talking about, but we haven't done it yet. So it was perfect.
Wow. Awesome.
Well, I'm Katy.
Hi.
I have just always actually been self-employed. So I had my first coffee stand. Actually, Shelly helped me with that when I was 18 years old. And then I got a second one a few years after that, opened a salon, I think like 5 or 6 years after that. I've just been a kind of a serial entrepreneur, I guess. That's what I've done. And that's the piece I bring.
Yeah.
I think that Katy, we got to give Katy some props because she doesn't enjoy talking about herself as much as maybe Shelly and I do. But Katy is so creative. Katy actually came up with the name Cancer Cartel. And so we just want to make sure that
she actually was reselling clothes because she couldn't work for 2 years after her stem cell transplant. Mm-hmm. So she really was reselling clothes to make money for herself during that time. So so that kind of really sparked how Cancer Cartel was born. Like she was already doing it, so we could use that and actually give back to people fighting cancer. They're in the same situation.
Yep.
So that was kind of how it was all born out of that.
Thanks, guys.
Right. Well, you all add so much to, the brand, and you're each so incredible, and together you're just so powerful. And I look at your brand and I'm like, oh my God, this must be, 10, 20 years old. Like it just seems so established. You are, from the visuals to the graphics to your messaging, you've done an amazing job. And I feel like you're such an inspiration for other nonprofits out there, especially Instagram. I mean, you are on it. Like do you all share the commenting and the likes? I mean, the engagement is through the roof. It's unbelievable, really. It's a lot of work.
It's us three doing it all. I mean, and we are just, we're kind of going gangster on this, as we say, going gangster on cancer, but we really have built this basically from the social media. Like, yeah, we DM people, we message them, we go out on LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook. We use all the social media aspects and just get into their emails, DMs.
Yeah,
and that's for their support, and we're not asking for a lot. So people are willing to help us.
And I think did we meet through a DM? I forget.
Yes, I think we did. We did.
That's right.
And through you, we've met some amazing people. So, that's how it really works, is people we meet introduce us to more people. And that's how we've grown this.
Yeah. And you just want to the first moment we talked, I was like, how can I help? Like, this is such an amazing cause. You are so, your energy is contagious, and you just want to be along for the ride, and you're like, wow, you got just following all of your achievements. So I guess since the first time we talked, like, you have done so many incredible things. Tell us about some of the initiatives. I know you've hooked up with the Real, you've done other partnerships. What are the things that are really standing out and you're focusing on?
Yeah. I think that, we learned really early on that our main hook, the reselling of the luxury items, was never going to get us to the point that we want to be at. Our goal is to give away $11 million a year directly into the hands of cancer warriors. So we had to pivot like everyone else did in COVID and really start reaching out to brands and foundation, people who we know can push this initiative further faster. So as far as things that we're proud of, we have some incredible brand partnerships going right now. Corral Activewear in October, we're partnering with a local car dealership who's donating just some incredibly generous brands who are believing in our mission. And what we're finding, and I'm sure you teach this with your clients as well, is that these companies are looking for grassroots people who are boots on the ground, making an actual difference. Yes, there is a reason out there for these big nonprofits, but they're not handing money directly to people struggling, and we are doing that.
And then to go back to the Real, we talked about that from the very beginning. That's how we always described ourselves, as we're the Real, the nonprofit space. And we probably have said that hundreds of times in communication, or thousands of times, at least. Yeah. Podcasts, everything that we've been interviewed on. And we manifested that, and we're big into manifesting. They reached out, someone from the Real reached out to us, and it was meant to be, because, it was tough on us just trying to photograph everything, put them up on our website. We didn't have the traffic to our website. Now they're handling all that for us, and it's been incredible.
Wow.
It's magic.
That is incredible. That is so awesome. So that partnership will just continue. I just feel like it keeps growing, and it's unlimited.
Well, there are so many ways people can support us in that way as a brand partnership. Throughout the whole year. So, it's awesome.
That's great. And you've also been recognized by some major TV personalities, right? You've been on some shows. Tell us about your media
Well,
exposure.
we just aired on Daily Blast Live last week, which is a national platform. We're so honored and grateful to have been a part of that. We were featured on the Drew Barrymore show, which was an honor to be a part of that organization as well. And then early on, we received a $10,000 check from the Ellen DeGeneres show.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
So cool. Wow. So deserve it. Now, how do people apply, to you? Is there a screening process to be considered as a candidate to receive some of the funds?
Yeah, it's very easy. On our website, there's a link that says ask for help.
Mm-hmm.
And they click on that link. There's a few, 5 questions they answer. It submits us an email. And then we ask for some documentation that shows that they've had cancer within the last year, being treated for cancer. Okay. People can submit themselves, or they can submit on behalf of someone that they know that needs financial help. Mm-hmm. We review those on a weekly basis. And if we have funds available, we will set up meetings and interview these people in a short 15-minute interview and hand out the funds. So we've been given anywhere from $1,000 to $2,000, depending on situations and depending on how much money we have for funds available.
Sure.
But it's been incredible. And we always say more than the money. It's with COVID, we ended up doing these Zoom meetings because we didn't have any other way to figure out how to give away money. We've been connecting with these people now on Zoom for the last 2 years, and it's been amazing.
Wow.
It's more than just the money. It's these connections we're making with these people. They're seeing 3 cancer survivors on the other side. It's giving them hope. They're alone, a lot of times alone, going through cancer right now during COVID. So it's been incredible. I mean, we hear back from them, how they're doing or how the money impacted them. And it just really shows that we're doing what we're supposed to be doing. We're doing it the right way. And we're making an impact on people, even in a small way to larger ways. But we're helping others, and that feels good. It makes us feel good.
Oh, sure. I can't. So fulfilling, and you see it all the way through. And how you can directly affect people's lives. So that's incredible. Now I know I know social media is so big. For you, how else are you building your brand? Are you doing other sorts of initiatives? I know you have a monthly, member or what is it? The monthly
pledge program.
Pledge program, yes. So that's one option. And then, are there any other marketing initiatives that you're working on?
I think the event space, now.
Yeah. Yeah. We're definitely moving into that event space. We have an event in LA with Alice and Olivia.
Awesome.
Week of November. But yeah, I mean, we're really just trying to build awareness, and that's something that you teach as well. And we've tried really hard to create a cohesive brand that makes sense in so many spaces.
Sure.
So whether we're in the fashion space or the beauty space or the event space or fitness or whatever, it's something that crosses all of those markets so that we're marketable to anyone who wants to join our mission.
Sure. And it's
we had one today that, it was an easy, we haven't even thought about this, but a real estate office donating a percentage of sales on every sale. They give the people, they ask them what charity they want the money to go to, and the real estate agent is donating a percentage. That's an easy ask for a real estate agent.
Sure.
$50 per house cleaning that's doable, and that's easy, and that's making an impact when you add it all together.
Absolutely. No, that's great. And you, I know you're all based in the Seattle area. Is it just, local and regional? What are your plans to then expand nationally, or are you national already?
Yes, we are national already. We've helped people across the United States, and we've also partnered with companies and that are across the United States. So yeah, this need, especially with COVID, is dire. Mm-hmm. And people are facing a pandemic and cancer. It's just it's absurd. And we want to be out there. We want to make an impact and help everyone who needs help.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. Now, I know you've, I feel like your journey, it came together. What advice would you give to other other people looking to start a nonprofit, what are some of the things you might have learned about building the brand? Because as much as, everyone wants to help and start their own thing, but there's a lot, the branding is a lot of, has a lot to do with it, and the marketing and making sure you're really targeting, the right partners. Is there anything that you'd like to offer as far as advice?
I mean, yeah, Shelly, we say this all the time, just do it. Like, you can learn anything on Google.
Yeah.
Literally, you can learn anything on Google. And, I would say that we're very lucky that there are 3 of us. Mm-hmm. One person, like, we create every piece of marketing you see on our website, we have made ourselves. Every word that is written, we have written. Shelly manages all of the financial piece of that. Praise God for her. Yeah. Katy is like all over our product lines and the clothing that she knows everything about all that. Like, we're just 3 people. If you don't know how to do it, you need to find someone that's good at what you're not good at. And we complement each other so well. And I'd say that's a big piece of advice is if you don't know how to do something, either learn or find someone that's good at it.
Mm-hmm. And I would say follow your passion. I mean, if you're passionate about something, just do it. I mean, it makes such a difference when you love getting up every morning and doing what you're doing. We get on these daily calls every morning with each other, and I look forward to getting on these calls and seeing who we get to respond to, what we get to reply to in emails. And I think the big thing to note also is that the 3 of us have not paid ourselves a dime since we started this. We know it's the right thing to do, and we know we're in it for the long haul. And we believe that someone out there is going to believe in us as much as we believe in this and want to come along and pay our overhead, cover the overhead costs. It could be a family foundation. It could be a business. It could be multiple people that want to come along and cover our overhead, because we do need money to raise money. But right now, we've just been bootstrapping this together and like really just going hard at it just with what we have. So, and we started this really with nothing, and we've been able to build something out of it. I mean, so other people can do the same. I mean, you can do it.
That's great advice. And so what are your immediate needs? Are you looking for ambassadors, other people, representatives in other states to kind of be on the ground to collect, I don't know, fashion items? What are some of the immediate
needs truly right now is in the sponsorship grant space? Like, that is really our immediate need as we're wrapping 2021 and looking into 2022, how we're going to be able to meet the needs of the people that are requesting funds. And that is going to require funding. Like, we give out money, so money takes money.
Yes.
Next, of course, it's always just the individual donors, the monthly pledge program, donating the luxury fashion accessories, jewelry. Now that we have this partnership with The Real, it's so easy to do. And all this information is on our website of how you can join the Cancer Cartel family. And, but those are really our immediate needs.
Yeah, we always tell people that you don't have to have anything to donate to even help either. I mean, just sharing us with your community is huge for us. It gets us out there in both ways. People that want to support us financially and help us, but also people that need our help. It gets that word out as well. So, I mean, and people that just want to follow along, follow us on social media, share about us, what we're doing. I mean, we appreciate that so much.
Yeah.
And having us on incredible podcasts by people we admire.
Well, I've been wanting to talk to you for so long. And, it's, of course, we talk about brands and everything, but you really are incredible as far as, obviously you've built the Cancer Cartel, but the branding and also, the way you respond to people and make people feel like they're so special, whether it's through an email, like I said, DM, you get back right away. And there's just something about that, sets you apart too. I mean, it's just that energy that you can feel across the computer, which I can't explain, but you have it, and that's.
I love hearing that.
Yeah,
that's so much to us.
Yes.
Honestly, coming from you, I am like just overwhelmed right now with joy and pride for what we've done, because we, you put yourself out there and you're scared, right? Like, is this good? Does this look good? Does it sound good? Are we communicating our message? And to hear that from you, like, you made I know personally my whole day.
Oh, you deserve it. No, seriously. It's so I was so excited to talk about it because I think, you know, I always talk about 360-degree branding, right? Every single touch point, you have to feel the same way. You have to feel an emotion about that brand. It has to spark something in you to get you excited because, you know, everything's so saturated these days. You know, it really, it you really have to cut through in a way that's authentically you, and it's really inspiring. So you're amazing.
Wow.
You're amazing. But even like when we first talked, I remember like it was just an email that was like a cold email, right? It was like, or a DM that, you know, you get so many, and
I'm looking back.
Oh, you're looking back. Yeah. And so it was, you know, something I was like, oh my gosh, I have to respond right away, which is rare. So congrats on all of that, which is amazing. And I know October is such a big month, Breast Cancer Awareness Month. I know you're involved with a few different initiatives, or are there other things that you'd like to promote that you're doing this month?
Wow, we're so blessed to have so many, and I don't want to miss anyone.
I know.
We're doing all these creative things. Like we have some really good friends who are throwing a yoga event for us. So they're going to have a yoga retreat online, and you can sign up to join that. Like we mentioned, we have Corral, Johnny Was, our local Michael's Toyota and Subaru of Bellevue. Girls, I'm going blank here. Danny
Beth by Blink Miller.
Yep.
Okay.
They're all on our website, and you can click all of the links. Marcia Moran Jewelry, like we're just
wow.
we're over the moon.
We're so blown away by a lot of these brands that, I mean, they're taking a chance on Cancer Cartel, which is just awesome. I mean, we're starting our third year, and we are just so grateful from last year, October, how much we've grown to just 1 year in those partnerships. And of course, we support all cancers. I mean, Carey and I both had breast cancer, but Katy had non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. We've all dealt with skin cancer. But breast cancer is such a big thing out in the media. So we really are, October is a big month for raising money. And so we really are so appreciative of people giving us that opportunity.
Sure. No, that's, I know it's a big month. And so where do you see Cancer Cartel in 5 years? I know it's a big question.
Yes.
Away $11 million, I think.
Multiple, many millions. And you know, I think that for us, this is our life. Like we three have raised our hands and put it in the middle and said, Cancer Cartel forever. So in 5 years, we will be doing this as our full-time job.
Yeah.
We will have staff and interns, and we will be growing this brand to a level where we are helping people all 50 states. We're never saying no. We're able to meet every need that is asked for of us. And, you know,
I would just add, like, year to date, we've already given away over $100,000 straight in the hands of people across the country for all
events.
That's incredible.
Yeah, that's with no events. That's through COVID and everything. And that's just us three reaching out to people and, you know, raising $100,000 or actually giving out $100,000. So I just think by the time 5 years comes, I mean, it's just going to be millions. By
Katy, big dreamer. Katy, give us your 5-year big one thing.
We'll be giving away $11 million a year for sure by then.
Yeah.
Next year.
And some incredible brands that are actually making something for Cancer Cartel. Like it's the Cancer Cartel
Chanel bag.
Or
Yeah, I love that. Yeah. Congratulations. That's a lot so far, you know, that you've done. How did you come up with the number 11? I think immediately of like turn it up to 11. I don't know.
Love 11.
It's a lucky number. It just keeps popping up in our life.
Yes. No, I love that. I love that goal. Well, it's so exciting. And, you know, always thinking of ways that we can, you know, support and help. And I love that everything's on your website, cancercartel.com, right? And so, of course, at Brand Groupies Podcast, we talk about music. Is there a certain music that you listen to while you're, I don't know, in your creative flow? Or I know you're not all in the same room every day.
remember we went on a trip very early on, and these girls introduced me to Lizzo.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know Lizzo, and now it's like it's on my like wake up podcast playlist. But we have very eclectic music tastes here at the Cancer Cartel.
Yes,
everything goes.
I love it.
Everything really.
And you're Seattle girl. You know, you always think of Seattle, the music.
The grunge. Yeah, we're into all of it.
Yeah.
All of it.
Classic country, grunge, classic rock.
Yep.
Rap.
Totally.
Yeah.
Very cool. And so, of course, the question: if Cancer Cartel was a song, what song might it be? You can think about it.
It's got to be something like badass, like
super
like
badass.
you're like fierce, like you three.
Yes.
You know what? Katy Perry Roar would be.
Ooh,
This girl is on fire, Alicia Keys.
Girl is on fire.
Yes.
Girl on fire.
Yeah.
That is awesome. So anything else you'd like to add? I mean, I feel like we covered your branding is amazing. You're amazing. And I hope people go to the website and can, help contribute or donate clothing.
To have a brilliant brand strategist like you on a podcast, like, is there one thing you would say to us that we could like change or improve? You know what I mean? Like, is there something we're not doing that we don't see?
I think you need your own podcast. That's my advice.
You're like
you didn't start that yet, right?
7th person that said that.
Yeah, I just think, podcasting is so amazing. I mean, I think it just gives you such an opportunity to talk, like for people to get to know you. You get to bring on guests. You can bring on, partners. You can bring on people, cancer survivors, and use, the clips, the audiograms. Such a great form of content to then share with potential, sponsors and, other companies. And you're just so dynamic. I just want to like have video of you all day, every day, like just showing your true, authentic personalities. Like you're so real. And, I just think people are drawn to your energy, is it magnetism? You're magnetic. So, how to get that across. And I know you do a lot on Instagram, whether it's, maybe IGTV, some maybe like bring on someone live once a week, or, you could even start, once every 2 weeks and then kind of build.
Great idea.
But I think just getting you three out there and getting people to experience you more and more is
people to laugh. I mean, we laugh all day long at each other.
All day.
We're ridiculous.
We're easy to pick on. We pick on each other all day.
Oh my God.
In a fun way.
In a fun way, of course.
Totally.
You're totally right. Literally, you're the 57th person.
But I never thought of it that way, as like bringing on guests that like we've partnered with, or maybe someone that's donated, like a celebrity or people that we've helped. I never thought of those kind of people bringing in.
Yeah. And then of course
down in pink pen.
Yes, totally. I wear my pink lipstick. I don't know if you can see, but and also, it's great because whoever you have on as a guest, they share it. So then you reach new audiences, especially if it's people on, LinkedIn, which is fantastic to find, the C-suite leaders who are looking for a charity to partner with. And, if you're looking for that big picture goal of having someone really, really partner with you, I think getting out there more and targeting those people, that would be great. So
you're brilliant.
Oh, no, I just see you. I'm like, oh my gosh, people need to know you more.
Yeah. And we're together every Wednesday. So it'd be an easy thing to add into our Wednesday.
Yeah, definitely. And I know a great podcast producer, Ming Chen of Shared Universe. He does national.
Hey, Ming, do you need a tax write-off? Because we have zero.
He's amazing. Next time he goes to Seattle.
Yes.
He's on the road a lot. So, and of course, keep me posted. Anything you need, we can get it up and going.
We love you, Carey. You're incredible.
So, continued success to you, and everyone can find you on at Cancer Cartel. You're
everywhere.
LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, you're doing such a
And
great
DM
job.
us. We answer our DMs, the three of us. So if anyone DMs us, we'll be the ones responding. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you're amazing. So, well, I'm so happy to have had you on, and definitely
you.
can't wait to watch and follow your growth and your journey. And I adore you three. So,
Thank you so
Right
much.
back at you. Thank
All
you.
lots of love. We'll talk
Right
soon.
back at you.
Carey. Thank
Bye.
you.
Thank
Bye.
you.